I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive.
Hey! This is Brian from Jerk Tart Gaming, and today I've got a 41-1 on Jungle Headquarters. Now, you might be saying, Headquarters? Who the fuck plays Headquarters? And, well, recently, my buddy and I, we've been trying it out. It's really good for gaining experience. You want to get that 15th prestige as soon as possible, because, I mean, seriously, 15 prestiges? It's fucking ridiculous. So, we're trying this out, gonna see how that turns out. Now today I'm using the AK-74U. It's an SMG that is actually an assault rifle. Don't ask me how that makes sense. This is all secondhand knowledge from Popin Mccoy. So he's the army guy, he knows more than I do. I'm using Suppressor on it, just something that I like to do now. I don't like being seen on the minimap, and or radar as they call it. And it's something I picked up from Modern Warfare 2 and I've just been trying to stick with. I try and stay with the iron sight so I don't have to use Warlord, and it works out pretty well for me. You know, as you'll see in this gameplay. And I'm gonna miss that headquarters by an instant, which is great. I don't really cap too much in this game. My teammates were pretty fast on it the entire time. I just kind of stuck with killing. I'm using Ghost as usual. I'm using Sleight of Hand. I believe I have Pro version Sleight of Hand, but not the others. And I am using Hacker, trying to get up to Pro. Again, one of my favorite perks in Black Ops. Just so good. I am using Motion Sensor for the moment. I don't really think it plays out very well in this, but, you know, sometimes it has good games, sometimes it doesn't. I believe I am still using Concussion Grenades at this point. And my kill streaks have been changed to BlackBird, Chopper Gunner, Attack Dogs. Now, you might be saying, Brian, Chopper Gunner Attack Dogs? That's craziness. How will you ever get those? Well, I get them twice this game, and you'll see how that pans out in the future. The future of this game that you're watching right now. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit crazy here, but I was referred to it by a friend and decided to try it out. Basically, the gist of it is BlackBird, probably the best kill streak in this entire game. It's just amazing. Like, I think Ghost is great, but Blackbird penetrates it. You can see where anyone is, including if they have Ghost or not. So you know what? You see the direction of people, you know where they are. It just makes it easier to kill the shit out of them, as I would say. Now, with the dogs and Chopper Gunner, I would like to use Gunship. I like Gunship a lot more than Chopper Gunner, but the idea behind it is you have dogs roaming around inside in open spaces. You have the Chopper Gunner killing anyone that's out in the open. Can't hide inside, can't hide outside. I screwed up in this game, so you can't really see it, but trust me, it works pretty good. Now, we played against the same people a couple times, and I love this gun. Someone has an AK-47, candy apple red, with that weird little sight, and it's gay as hell, but I couldn't stop picking it up. I don't know what that was, but I had some sort of unnatural attraction to this gun. That doesn't sound right, but, you know, it worked out fairly decent. I killed a whole bunch of people with it, and it was pretty good altogether. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, I always fast forward my Chopper Gunner or air support segments, just because you can't really be killed, you're not looking around for people, you're gonna get shot down eventually. It's just not exciting to me. I mean, I'm gonna get kills regardless, it'll show the amount of kills at the end of the game, and yeah, sometimes it can be boring. People can hide in buildings and it's just nothing going on. I would much rather cut down the time and show you guys just this sort of stuff. Also, go my pretties, feast on them. Now, one of the main reasons why I like to use dogs is because they're great. And, you know, the concept behind that is they can smell your fear, much like I do. So I send them out on my enemies, and they hunt them mercilessly, and rape the shit out of them. And that's the sort of thing that I like to do every day while I play this game. Doesn't always happen, but it's a good thing if it does. Now, here's a great little part. I see this guy, he tries to snipe me 3 times. I see his dot in the radar 3 times. I just can't find the bastard. So let's go back into time and see how that panned out. Scopes in, he misses. Hip fires, he misses. Hip fires, he misses. Kids, take a lesson. Don't be a douchebag sniper. Don't be a douchebag sniper. Yeah. Now, at this point, it's probably a good thing that I don't have a huge YouTube user base, because it seems that when you talk shit about snipers, you get a lot of flack for it. Myself, I've tried sniping in a couple different games. I've never really enjoyed it. I wasn't that great at it. And I don't know, I just don't I don't find the appeal to sitting in one place the entire game and shooting people from, 200 feet away. It just doesn't seem fun to me. I would rather look around, search them out, and kill the shit out of them. Just me. I mean, it's a common response. I paid my $60 for this game. I can play however I want, and you know what? That's fine. Just don't let me catch you, or I will fuck you. Literally. Just saying. Right? But anyways, away from the raping and such, I briefly touched on this last video, but I just don't really like the maps from Black Ops. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I found they're all sort of lackluster, and some of them are kind of exactly the same, like launch and radiation. It's a nuclear facility, it's in the middle of the desert, like, what is that? I don't get it. Like, in this case though, I do like jungle. There are certain things I don't like the big sniper rock I find is a pain in the ass. You can shoot people in the head, they don't die, they go prone, and they're basically invincible unless you toss up a grenade. Just shit like that kind of bugs me. The ruins, I think, would be a cool place to have a little battle, but it's way off at the side in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that could be a map on its own, and that would be badass. But, altogether, I do like jungle. I do like grid, although the wide open snowy part of the map is kind of shitty. And I find people just camp the buildings way too much. Array actually grew on me. I didn't like it at first, but for some reason I just started enjoying it a lot more. I like the middle building if you do have a motion sensor, which I like to use. I switch between that and claymores a lot. If you have a motion sensor, you can put it in the stairwell, either the top or the bottom, and it pulses out, and you can see the entire map of that building, which is great. Alternatively, if you use claymores, you can cover one of the main entrances and just try and make sure they don't come into one of the windows or one of the other entrances, which is also good. Now, the other cloned snow level radar dish level, which is Summit. Again, I didn't like it at first. I'm slowly starting to enjoy it a little bit more. I've just found that if you don't camp in that map, the other team will camp and you just can't get anywhere. And it's a pain in the ass. I try not to do it, but I can't really help it with Summit. I just have to. Cracked is okay. I mean, there's a lot of places you can camp in that, which I really can't stand. But if you know where they are, you can sort of pick people off. I like to go by flag, so by the B flag on either side in the main building, the one that's cracked, people can sit down in the corners and just look directly at the flag. It's hard to sneak up on them that way, because generally a team will have one person on either side, so if you come behind one, the other guy will shoot you in the face. But you can throw grenades in there. It's a good place to know where to go. Anyways, I'm nearly done, so I'm just gonna stop talking. I get my second kill streak for Dogs and Chopper Gunner. I bring them both in, and yeah, game ends. So enjoy this little clip and happy gaming. Good job, doggy.
I won't soothe your pain.